Owen, tell me something. Dahm, that's true? What? Oh, welcome everybody back into another episode of Dahm. That's true. Of course, I'm your host of the most true Steve Machine Steen. As always, I'm joined by the bomb.
Bam.
Owen Dahm. I hope you know that every time before we go live, every time before we hit record on this, I ask Owen, do you have something to tell me? And Owen goes, yeah, I've got it. And same thing today. And that was what came out. It wasn't like hey, let's just fucking record, just say something. That was what he sat there. He thinks about this all day. He sits at work and he goes, what am I going to say on tonight's show?
It gets the people going, Truman.
It's provocative.
People wonder what I'm groaning about. Well, I'll tell you.
Listen in, dear listeners. What he's groaning about is the Patreon. The patreon.com/homedisaster where people come to help us support. You want to hear Owen groan more? Subscribe to the Patreon. We're going to put exclusively Owen groaning on it. Is that what you wanted?
No, that's not what we're putting on the Patreon.
That's how we're advertising the Patreon now. Owen groaning without pants.
Can we add a $1 tier?
I think we've got a $1 tier.
Oh, nice. Hey, you can subscribe for as low as $1, folks.
That's right. $5 tier actually doesn't get you anything extra right now.
Yeah, it's just you giving us $5.
Yes.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you because you care about Truman and his fiance being able to sleep comfortably at night because,
What?
they're poor and they got to keep the AC on.
Yeah.
For just pennies a day, you can help this big boy over here. To sleep.
All right. No, it's too far. It's too far. You guys be shocked how much we make rent. Just how many times we've made rent just because that $15 comes in at the right time. Welcome into to
Patreon.com.
That's true. Today we're gonna do a little chit chat about the Chiefs. We're gonna do a little chit chat about the Royals. We're just gonna talk. I think just freely. Listen, for
those of you who don't know, this is the last off-season episode of Dahm. That's true because next week we start the division previews, which is by far our most popular segment.
Yes,
and it's our favorite as well.
Mm-hmm. Picking every game for every team in
277.
Nope.
72.
Yep.
Why do I always think 70? I do this every time.
It can't be an odd number. That's the funniest part. It can't be an odd number.
I know. I said an odd number, and I was like, well, that can't possibly be right.
Nope.
Well, I mean,
nope.
Playing the Jaguars after season 1 is basically, just one team playing nobody and just getting a free win. So.
What?
Playing the Jaguars after week 1 is.
You said season 1.
I did say season. I meant week. And I was saying that it's like a free bye week because it's a free win because they're bad.
They haven't even been the worst team lately.
They won like 4 games last year.
Where did they pick? They picked second in the draft. So
yeah,
they didn't lose the most.
But Tennessee got not like a comedian at quarterback anymore. So I think they'll have more than 3 wins.
You think Trevor Lawrence is a comedian?
No, but
funny how? Funny like a clown?
No.
Haha, funny?
You're doing a Goodfellas bit.
Thank you.
No, I mean, when you upgrade from Will Levis to literally anybody else, I think you're going to win more games.
Oh, the literal meme himself. Will.
Yes.
But let's talk about our very.
What's the deal with football?
Let's.
Can you believe?
If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Comment what you would put in your coffee. That's not mayonnaise.
What?
That's what Will Levis would put in.
He puts mayonnaise in his coffee?
How did you not know this? That's like the one thing
I knew he
Will Levis.
ate bananas with the shell still on.
I'm not sure that's true.
I think that was him. There was a quarterback.
Are you getting confused about the story I told about the kid that ate the orange and then
No,
drug me to the middle of a wrestling ring?
Hold on. Who was the college quarterback that ate bananas with the skin on? It is Will Levis.
He eats bananas with the skin on?
Yes. And they made a reporter take a bite out of a banana with the skin still on.
Oh, that's
because he was really good in college.
That's racist?
Yeah, it's Will Levis, dude.
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that's racist.
This guy's a freak.
Yeah. Well, haven't you seen the video? The sex tape leak? He is a freak.
He had a leaked sex tape?
Yeah, with Gia Duddy.
The girl that left him after the draft?
Yeah. That leaked.
Dude's doing anything but scoring touchdowns, man.
If you look up the words Will Levis on Google, it goes Will Levis. It says Will Levis girlfriend, Will Levis Giudice, Will Levis leak. Then it's Will Levis draft. That's what he's famous for.
So is he still in the league?
That's why I was Googling him.
I assume he's still on the Titans.
Yeah, he still is on the Titans. Yeah.
Was he was a rookie last year, right?
No.
That was 2 years ago that he got drafted?
Got drafted in 2020.
Dude, we're old. Dude, we're so old.
Remember, because he took over late in the year in 2023.
Right. And we got hyped.
And then they were like, you know what? Let's run him.
And then he was bad.
Yep.
Ugh. Dude.
There is probably somebody out there that
Mahomes
convinced
season
themselves that Will Levis was going to take a big step last year.
Dude, yeah, this is Mahomes season 9, bro.
Might even be season 10.
Well, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20, 21, 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24, 24, 25, 25, 26.
I'm just gonna look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is season 9. You're right.
Yeah, we're old. You know, I thought of this today.
Patrick Mahomes has already played 112 games.
I thought of this today, though, Truman. Thank goodness Patrick Mahomes is older than me. Like, as long as he's older than me, my life, it helps.
I have said that before.
Helps.
I've said that often. Let's do the Chiefs, but also other players to do that with.
Chris Jones, Travis Kelce.
No, I don't even think about those players. Those players are so much older than me. No way.
Yeah.
Matthew Barzal is a big one for me.
He's older than us?
He's younger. He might even be younger than us.
Oh, gosh. I think he is younger than us.
He's maybe like a month older than we are, and I think that makes me feel better.
Salvador Perez makes me feel happy.
There was somebody who was sneaky where I was like, they're only a little bit older than us. Matt Barzal is younger than both of us.
Yeah, I knew that.
Matt Barzal is 2 months younger than you. Almost. What are you? The 24th of March.
25th.
25th of March. Yeah, it's 2 months after you and a day.
Okay, that's fine.
He's actually. What? Google AI is so stupid.
Dude, it's so bad.
Fucking Matt Barzal, 28 years old. AI review. Matthew Barzal is 27 years old.
Dude, have you seen that one TikTok?
He was born on May 26, 1997. Therefore, the answer is 27 years old.
Let me see if I can find the TikTok that
I wish I would have fucking screenshotted. I was in John Wick. I went and saw the ballerina movie. And I was looking up, is there a post-credit scene in the John Wick ballerina movie? And it was like, yes, there is a cut scene. Doctor Strange comes out and says, "Welcome to the multiverse, John Wick." And then fucking Steven Universe shows up. I was like, what the fuck?
Here, look at your phone real quick. Mute your mic. And I want you to watch this TikTok that I just sent you. And it just kind of sums up Google AI. Because sometimes Google AI, you can't put it on. You can't put it on there. Because sometimes Google AI is really useful. But
I have seen it.
One Reddit user says.
Yeah. Yeah, I have seen this. Yes. Yeah.
That's Google AI.
Yeah, I've already liked. This has already been liked. I can't remember who sent me.
It must have been me. I must have said that to you already.
One
Reddit user says, yeah. But that's Google AI.
Yes.
Anyway, the Kansas City Chiefs.
What the fuck did you send me? Why did you send me this? Oh my god. Owen sent me a.
I sent Truman some great stuff.
So stupid.
So Truman, I hope you understand.
Also, by the way, did Vincent send this to you?
No.
Okay, because I sent this to Vincent.
Yeah.
And then, did Michael Frampton send this to you? Is that how you ended up with this?
No, DM was on my For You page already.
Okay, because I sent that to Vincent, and then you sent that to me, and I was like, I wonder if that was a meme telephone.
I think probably that might be true.
Nice job, dumbass.
But yeah, yeah. DM had already been on my For You page. So, I've realized how to trick the TikTok algorithm. Yeah. If you like content, you cannot follow the person because then it will stop sending it to you.
It is weird
like half the time it stops sending it to you for your page. Well, something that will always be on my For You page is Chiefs
football.
Hate, dude.
Chiefs hate?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's a real epidemic. We need to talk about the real pandemic right now.
Mahomes derangement syndrome.
It's not COVID, whatever the hell. It's like you said. It's Mahomes derangement syndrome.
Yeah.
The takes that I have seen. And from Eagles fans, bro. Oh my gosh. They're losing.
From Bills fans?
I like Josh Allen.
No, from Eagles fans. Oh.
I like Josh Allen. I like Josh Allen.
Or from
The
people trying to
Jalen Hurts
PR machine.
people. It's funny. People are like, if the Chiefs win a Super Bowl, that's the worst thing that could happen. And then the QB discussions that have been happening around Jalen Hurts lately prove that the Eagles Super Bowl was much more detrimental.
He threw for less than 3,000 yards last season.
I know. How much?
I wonder how many starting quarterbacks threw for less than 3,000
How
yards.
much do you think he's paid per year?
He's played like 47, I believe.
No.
Is it more than that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because he got the Giga deal. It's like 55.
No, he's paid 51. Joe Burrow got the Giga deal. I
That's
fucking
fine.
fell down the fucking rabbit hole this morning of arguing with Zim Huday on Twitter.
You've got to not
I
do
know,
that. That's
I
the most
know.
dishonest person on Twitter.
Dude, he was just like saying things. He's like, "Oh, so you're saying?" And I'm like, "Literally not what I said."
Truman, he's a rage baiter. That's what he does.
I know,
You've got to ignore him.
but I couldn't. I'm sorry.
But yeah, Chiefs derangement syndrome is at an all-time high. I saw people saying that. I keep seeing people say that Aaron Rodgers is a better all-time quarterback than Patrick Mahomes. At some point, winning matters, and Mahomes' best statistical season is the same as Aaron Rodgers, except Mahomes led his team to the Super Bowl. Do you think Aaron Rodgers would be winning a Super Bowl where his number one target is Kadarius Toney?
I will hear arguments for Aaron Rodgers for until Mahomes wins another Super Bowl and MVP. Then it's over. Then it's literally...
It's already over. Rodgers has won his whole career. Mahomes already has 3.
I think for us, it is already accepted that it is Mahomes, Brady, Joe Montana, and Peyton Manning. I think those are...
We're past Peyton. We're past.
All right.
Peyton
All
Manning
right.
went to 2 AFC championships in his career?
No, he won 2 Super Bowls, so no.
Yeah, 1 on the Colts and 1 on the Broncos.
Yeah, but he lost 2 Super Bowls also. He went to at least 4.
I guess he did go.
won 4 AFC championships. I think he'd be shy. I bet he probably
That's
went
true.
to
He did lose 2 Super Bowls.
He probably went to
I forgot about
10
that.
AFC championships.
I forgot about that one Seahawks Super Bowl where it wasn't even competitive. I forgot about that.
Just butt fucked.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about the non-competitive Super Bowl.
There's literally no other way to describe it other than he really just got.
The snap
and then the corpse of Peyton Manning got
a Super
dragged
Bowl.
to a W the next year. It was so weird.
Yeah, shout out to Von Miller.
Yeah, really. I mean, yeah. What's Von Miller doing? Is he still on the Bills?
Yes,
Is he?
I believe he is still on the Bills.
I feel like he might have went somewhere else, somewhere weird.
Last time I checked, I thought he was still on the Bills.
Well, because they signed
'Cause he
Joey
signed a
Bosa, which
3-year.
makes me think that Von Miller's no longer there.
I think he is. I think he's just there and old. I think,
No, he's just a free agent. He's not signed.
oh,
by
he's not
anybody.
signed by anybody. Oh,
Yeah.
so the last year was that 3rd year of the 3-year.
So they said, thank God we finally got out of this really terrible old edge rusher contract. Now we can finally sign another one. Joey Bosa, what are you doing?
I'm glad he's not in Joey was the one on the Chargers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
He is good when he plays.
he's good.
just
Joey Bosa's good. I'm
doesn't
glad he's
play-
out of the
just
division.
Doesn't play much.
He's like Gronk.
What?
Good when he plays.
Yeah, right. Best abilities, availability.
He'll
baby.
miss 5 games a year.
See Josh Simmons on the sideline.
You look good. You look big.
He does look big. Everybody's talking about how good he is. Fuck.
Is
man.
there content from
people did not talk about how good Kingsley was last year, I will say. I don't remember people being like, this guy's legit. But I feel
That's
like
true.
everybody's like Jason Kelsey's like, this guy's legit.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll sign off on him then. I know that Travis was talking about him on the pod.
I've decided I'm putting full hopium into it, dude. I'm full I'm full Josh Simmons all the way through.
Well, listen, if there is a medical staff out of all of my sports teams that I trust the most,
It's the one that brought back the quarterback who dislocated his kneecap and made him only miss 3 games.
I also think that's because Patrick Mahomes has his workout routine.
Also has weird knees, yeah.
Well, I think he has weird knees because of the workouts that he does. That one trainer.
I don't think you can teach your knees to be double jointed like his are.
Well, okay, well, double jointed isn't a thing, but
What does double jointed even mean?
it's
Explain that to me.
it's a false thing. It's just being extra flexible.
got
People go,
loose
"Oh,
joints?
double jointed." No one has two joints.
What about people when they've got the weird elbows that can like go?
That's just
like the guys that can actually go like all the way around from the back to the front.
That's just a flexible elbow.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Interesting.
You
Those are
train
the guys that should probably throw in the MLB.
But
because of how flexible your elbow is.
you
should snap that.
But similar to
Tommy John.
contortionists, you have to train your body to do that. It's just flexibility.
Okay.
So Patrick Mahomes trains his knees and joints and everything to go weird angles, so that when he does get pulled in weird ways, it doesn't injure him like it would injure other people.
Yeah.
His ligaments don't tear because they're conditioned.
Huh.
Shout out to his trainer,
Bobby Stroop.
Bobby Stroop. Yeah, he's the.
That's how good of a trainer is that we
know his name.
We know a personal trainer of an athlete's name.
It's like him and what Tom Brady had a trainer that was like suspicious, right?
Yeah, he had a weird one. The whole one that started the TB12 bullshit and all that.
The TB12 diet.
Yeah, I don't fucking trust any of that
Yeah,
stuff.
people I trust: Bobby Stroop and Ichiro Suzuki's trainer. You know who his trainer was? The shipping crate he had in like the Miami docks. That was his gym.
And the guy from the Toronto Blue Jays. Eat banana.
Oh yes, I trust him as well.
Monkey never cramp.
Monkeys never cramps. Swing, swing, swing all day. No cramps. Eat two banana. I am Japanese. Hey, Nori, you sure you don't want a translator? No, my English is perfect. Ah, okay.
He said that?
Well, no, that's why there's all those clips.
Oh.
Is that he came over here and his English was not very good.
Yeah.
And they're like, do you want a translator? And he's like, nope, I'm going to do all of my interviews. And so that's how you have all these clips, because his English is not very good.
Mm-hmm. That's funny.
What a
enough.
gem. But yeah, so Josh Simmons looks good.
Josh Simmons looks good. Trying to think. I feel like there was other news.
Is Jalen Royals becoming the camp hero?
No. I refuse
What
to.
about Gelati?
He will be. I was talking with my coworkers today, and my boss was like, "Oh, like I'm just imagining like Chris Jones coming up, Omar Norman Lott up the middle, George Karlaftis coming on the other side, and Gelati on the other side." And I'm like, "Whoa, Felix Anudike Uzama?" I was like, "Hello, FAU, hello."
What if?
He had 3.5 sacks last year. He had more than you remember.
Yeah, because
People going into last season, you're like, I'll tell you what, if Felix had 3.5 sacks, I'd call that like almost a success. That's a good step forward. People would have said that, and now people are like, "Nah, I fucking hate Felix." It's like, okay, dude. Well,
but we're in the Breland Speaks level of copium right now with Felix. I fear.
Yeah.
Can he put it together in year 4?
I think if Breland Speaks would have just sacked Tom Brady that one time, I think he would have been fine.
I still can't believe he didn't.
Just let him go because he thought he heard a whistle. It's crazy.
Breland Speaks had other problems like tackling and positioning and gap control and hand placement.
You know, he won Defensive Player of the Year in the UFL, right? Last year.
Yes, I did. That was fun.
It's crazy. He had that one funny clip of him waving at the camera that one time. That's
Twice. One at Ole Miss, and then he did it again when he saw the camera on the one fumble he recovered for the Chiefs.
There you go. That's funny.
That was fun. I liked seeing that, considering that was the only Breland Speaks clip that I knew.
The only one worth a shit, honestly.
Who was isn't the wide receiver that like quote peed on the ball in the Egg Bowl the other year? Isn't he like in the NFL now?
Yeah, I think that's somebody that you'd be like, oh, like it might even be like DK Metcalf. Well, it should be either DK Metcalf or AJ Brown, I imagine.
I don't think it's either of them. The
Ole
guy
Miss
was too small.
Player pees on ball. Elijah Moore.
There you go. He's on the Patriots, right?
Ole Miss dog piss celebration. That's what it's called
Dog.
on YouTube.
You can tell a New York
Ole
writer.
Miss lose golden egg after wide receivers. Oh, because they lost the game because of that.
Well, yeah, because there was a penalty, and then
It was like 15 yards, and it allowed them to like kick. Oh, they moved back the extra point attempt 15 yards, and they missed it.
Yeah.
And they lost 21-20.
Well, the kicker still should be making a freaking 25-yard field goal.
True. Yeah. It's fucking college kicker, man.
Yeah. Well, one thing that I'm learning about this Chiefs draft class is that if Josh Simmons doesn't hit and Norman Lott isn't usable, I'm worried that this draft class will be just bad. We were very hype on it after the draft, but I really think you can tell a lot about how good players are going to be. Because remember, like for example, like Xavier Sneed and Trent McDuffie, there were stories like coming out, they're flying out. They're like, oh, these guys are good. Same thing with Trey Smith. We were hearing all about these players.
Yes.
We're hearing about Josh Simmons, and that's it.
Well,
That concerns me a little bit.
I don't remember hearing about him before we got to training camp. We're not in training camp yet.
I guess that's
we've
true.
had OTAs, and listen.
Man, it is still early, isn't it?
I know. When did they report to training camp? Look this up today, because I was like,
What is it like? July 22nd?
wow, that's incredibly close. July 21st. That's
Wow.
Great job. What the fuck?
Well, I was like,
That's crazy.
I was like, it's gonna be around 2 weeks after 4th of July, I would assume.
What?
And so I added another day just to be safe.
You added 4 more days.
No,
2 weeks after 4th of July
Oh,
is
yeah, I
July 18th. What math did you do?
I was doing new math, Truman.
Oh my god.
I was doing new
Not
math.
only did you get it almost correctly, you got there the wrong way.
It's like the episode
Piss
of
me off.
Adventure Time. It's like, how did you almost know my name? What's up, Frank the human child? How did you almost know my name? Truman,
Yes.
the inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
So yeah, the Chiefs report for Cam.
I've been really good at guessing closely, but slightly, but still wrong recently on the podcast. You're like, what would you guess? Like the number of yards he had? I was like 825. And you're like, it was 827. Like,
I say normally I get you with these, but you've been doing better. Man, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm giving you the right tone. Maybe I need to mix up my tone to be a more gotcha kind of tone.
now, quick, ask me where a player is who recently moved teams. I'm gonna tell you the wrong.
Oh,
one.
and what's my birthday?
I know when your birthday
Oh,
is.
that's right. Damn it, my birthday's easy.
I invented a mnemonic.
Yes. Well, you didn't invent it, but one of the viewers did.
It's a great mnemonic.
Stupid. We can't discuss it on the show. All right. Josh Simmons. Anything
good.
else? Anything else happen?
With the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes is
Got a haircut.
oh yeah, we got it. Yeah. Wow.
God, I'm so fucking ready for the season to start. I'm in fantasy football mode. I'm about to start doing
Brittany
mock
Mahomes
drafts.
got some plastic surgery.
Yeah, she did.
That's it.
That's alleged. Could just be mom stuff too.
Oh, true.
Mom, your DNA changes.
It's true.
So,
Could just be mom stuff.
they
They were that guy that asked people like what they do for work. The tail end
career
of his
ladder.
No, but he's like, hey, what do you do for work? And he
Oh.
asks like famous people, and they often give goofy answers.
Yes.
He was doing that to Patrick and Brittany, and they just ignored him. It was like, yeah,
Really?
makes sense. Because no one was like, hey, what do you do? But he said, hey, Patrick, what do you do? And so Patrick didn't even look. And Patrick was getting like heckled the other day.
By who?
Gosh, I don't remember who it was. Someone was heckling him on a golf course about like signing a shirt.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and he's like, no.
Right. I will say you are always welcome to ask an athlete to sign your stuff. You need to be prepared for them to say no.
If it's out, like, okay, it's very different if you're like, hey, I'm at training camp and I showed up with my shirt.
Right.
They'll sign it. But like at dinner with their family, hey man, can you sign my hat? No, bro.
No, probably not.
No.
No. Maybe even on a no. I don't. Yeah. Now I'm thinking about it, on a golf course. No, probably even not.
No, dude, he's thinking about his next shot.
Yeah. Honestly, be cool. It's so cool to be cool towards celebrities.
You can tell when they appreciate it.
Yeah. I always tell a story. I was working valet at Ameristar one time, and Frank White came in and valeted his car. I just looked at him, and normally you ask the name, and I was writing it down, and I went to go write down the name. I was like, Frank, and he was like, yeah. I'm like, nah.
Did he know you were joking?
No. I mean, he was like, yeah. No, I was like, yeah. Cool. I got you, Frank.
I told you, Ian Kennedy. The closest celebrity interaction that I've had was Ian Kennedy pulled up to my Dairy Queen when I was working there in like early college.
When I worked at Hillcrest Country Club, Billy Butler would come and golf every
Old
now and
country
then.
breakfast.
I always tell people, you know what Billy Butler looks like in person? A normal
Just
guy.
a normal guy.
And it's funny that he looks like the fattest person to ever play the game of baseball when he was
He just looks like a
there.
normal looking dude.
Yeah, and then you get around him and you're like, oh, he just looks like my body. He looks much better than this body.
Sure.
But like,
He just looks like a slightly bigger guy.
yeah, you're like, oh.
Turns out when he's wearing clothes that aren't a jersey that is like form fitting, he just looks like a
yeah,
normal
when he's
dude.
not standing next to, I don't know, probably top 10%, top 5% athletes in the world.
Right.
He doesn't look fat. He looks like a normal person.
That's funny.
In case you ever wonder what you would look like on a baseball diamond, you would look like Billy Butler. Whoever's listening
I
to
would look
this,
like Billy Butler for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I'm seeing it.
This is the depths of the offseason that we're in.
Yeah.
We're talking about Patrick Mahomes' haircut.
And
What Billy
Butler's
Butler looks
hot
like.
bod. Well, let's move on to the Royals then, huh?
Do we have to?
Not really.
They did get Noah Cameron got a win over the Dodgers because of course
So stupid.
he's
And they
good.
almost fucking lost.
You say that, but how did they almost lose? It was 9-5. Were bases loaded in like the top of the ninth or something?
They at least had 2 runners on. We were up 9-1 going into the ninth.
Oh, I did not know that.
Sam Long gave up 4 runs, and they still had
He's
2
got to get
runners on.
DFA'd, man.
They still had 2 runners on when he finally got him out. But man,
Unless he does like an Angel Zerpa kind of turnaround.
you're like, there's no way we lose to that. And then it was like, oh.
The bats. We need more bats, but
A
mean-
lot of people are starting to point out that Jack's stance looks different.
is he batting worse or better?
Worse. It looks different now that he's in the majors than it did when he was in the minors. Which also, did you see that fucking
the
Alex
hitting coach?
Zumwalt was fucking
Yes.
in people's DMs on Twitter?
Yeah. He's gonna get himself fired.
God, real Darwin Thompson situation.
Well,
Remember when Darwin Thompson was doing that to people on Twitter? He'd respond to people that would tweet about him not getting any playing time. You remember that?
No. I don't recall.
Who?
Once again, regarding the Darwin Thompson situation, I was correct. And the day after, Darwin Thompson said, "Who said that?" to me on Twitter. Andy Reid said, "Yeah, he's got to work on pass protection." The next day in a press conference.
I don't remember that.
Whatever. I have no ill will toward Darwin Thompson. If you can see, he did a lot of things with his home community.
Did he?
After making it into the NFL. So
That's nice.
he's not a bad person.
No.
And I can imagine
Did like to fucking confront Owen on Twitter.
he just said, "Who said that?" That was it.
Yep.
It's no big deal.
All right.
I'm sure he had a big fucking smile on his face.
The
Royals.
I don't know, man.
They're
1
frustrating.
in 12 in home games in June. They won 1 home game in the month of June.
Yeah.
God.
No, they
that
won 2.
sucks.
No, 2 since the May 23rd.
No, I think they've won 3 since May 23rd. They had won 2.
I can't believe we took a game off the Dodgers. They're just in a different stratosphere.
Yeah, since the Savannah Bananas had played in the stadium, they had won the same number of games as the Savannah Bananas.
The hitting coach has got to get fired. He's going to get fired.
Yeah, somebody posted a graphic like comparing all the worst offenses in the league this year, and it was like the only one that hadn't had a manager or hitting coach fired was the Royals, and we have the worst one.
Yeah.
It's becoming a wasted year. And listen,
shame.
they could have just as good of a July, and we fucking all forget about it. But fuck.
The crazy thing is, as horrible as we've been, we're still like only 5 games out of the wild card, which is crazy.
Yes, but the wild card race, people always do it by games. You really need to do it by teams. Now, I guess this early in the season, you can still do it by games. Sorry, let me be clear. But like eventually, you need to start doing it by teams. We're only 4.5 games back in the wild card.
Yeah.
There are, before the wild card, there's 5 teams ahead of us. But we are playing the Mariners tonight, who hold that 3rd wild card spot, so we can directly make up 3 games or 4 games.
What, game starts like now?
They're playing right now. 0-0. We already are out in the second. Oh no. Yes. No.
Yes, middle of the second.
Jack Caglione grounded out to first. Fuck, dude.
I mean, he doesn't have to get a hit every play, but what's he batting?
He's batting 163.
Ugh.
I blame Alex Zumwalt.
He's going to use that as motivation, Truman,
Good.
from what I've seen.
Fucking somebody needs to fucking motivate him.
Dude, I know who he can motivate. The Pensacola Sod Poodles.
Not Pensacola. Amarillo.
Amarillo? Fuck. He can motivate the Las Vegas Isotopes.
Nope.
Is it
False.
Reno?
It's actually the Albuquerque.
Is it
And
Albuquerque?
it's no longer the ice. No. I can't remember if it's the Isotopes only really existed on The Simpsons.
Isn't it? Okay, it's got to be the Pennsylvania Iron Pigs, right? Right?
Maybe. No, maybe. Okay, it is still the. Never mind. It is still the Albuquerque Isotopes. Sorry. That is my bad.
Dope.
It is the El Paso Poodle, Chihuahuas.
Chihuahuas? That's a good one.
Kind of funny.
That's a good one.
That was a good one. All right.
Then I don't have much to say about the Royals until they turn this inning around. Maybe we'll see next week if they beat the Mariners. But it's been a very frustrating time to be a fan of the Royals because there's very clearly a lot of talent in pitching and hitting on this team, and the bats just can't get activated.
Fair.
So there's a lot of talented players.
Sorry, what was the ones I was supposed to be looking up? Iron Pigs?
The Iron Pigs. Pennsylvania Iron Pigs?
Lehigh Valley.
Damn it.
They are with the Phillies.
I knew that.
They are located in Pennsylvania.
I'll take it.
W.
We take those. We'll take it.
All right. Well,
Sorry, my Northeastern Conference.
breaking news, blind squirrel finds nut.
Sorry that they're double A. I know that. So they better. They're triple A.
Yes, they're triple A.
It's one of those days, Truman.
We are too deep in the offseason. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. We're so deep in this offseason.
All right, get me off the Royals. The team sucks.
Chiefs
Talk about the Islanders draft.
good, Royals bad. Yeah, you want to talk about the Islanders draft real quick?
Sure.
I'll do it like this so that way you have a visual for it.
Thank you. Yeah, so the Islanders drafted that center we were talking about.
Matthew Schaefer.
Yeah. What were the other two picks? I saw
Matthew
they.
Schrader? I'm starting to hold on.
I think it might be. I don't know. I know his first name's Matthew. That's all I know.
And God, they fucking pounded that his mom died of cancer.
Really?
Yes.
I saw that they did the tweet with the purple ribbon for cancer awareness.
Yes.
Did you actually watch the draft?
I watched that pick.
I did not.
Matthew Schaefer. I was correct.
Schaefer.
I had a boss named Matthew Schaefer, and that's what threw me off.
That's crazy. What did we pick at picks 16 and 17? Because that's what we traded Noah Dobson for.
We picked another defenseman, and we
Yep.
picked another. It was a left wing, I believe.
Good. That's what we need.
Yes. Let me get you the names.
Lou Lamoriello trying to keep his job.
Oh, he's been fired.
He's already been fired? Who's the new guy?
I don't remember his name.
How did I miss that news?
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, they fired him.
Thank goodness.
He's been relieved of his duties. We got Victor Eklund, who's a right wing.
Mm.
And we got Kashawn Atchison, who's another defenseman.
Nice. I love it. That's what we need.
Yep.
Hopefully they're all ready-made guys. The fact that we got 3 first-round picks is kind of insane, though, for Noah
It's
Dobson.
a good way to reload on your prospects, which we did not have a ton.
And we had to say goodbye to Islanders Brad Pitt.
He retired, but he moved into a front office role.
I did see that. So
He
now
stays on the island.
So now next time, somebody tries to talk shit in the front office, Matt Martin can fight him.
He's gonna fight them. God damn.
I do, man. Who's the Islanders best fight guy right now?
We don't know. We no longer have Big Ross, do we?
No, we don't.
Shit, dude. I think that whole third line retired.
Yeah,
I think
all the
Zeker's
tough guys.
done too. I really don't know.
who is it? Palms?
Yeah, Palms fights. Oh, you know what? It's Jean,
It's JG.
it's JGP,
He's small though.
America's favorite fighting Frenchman.
He's so small though.
JGP. Yeah, it's funny. It's hilarious.
We need a big guy.
He's a small Frenchman that loves to fight.
Matt Martin really was good at it.
Yeah, Matt Martin was good at it. He was good at talking shit.
He was.
Like, there's like a video of him
Yeah,
being like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah,
It's just
that's from one of his first seasons.
yeah, there's like a good it's like him on the bench just being like, "Shut the fuck up, move on." Or just
Yeah, he's like, you can't fucking chirp me, buddy.
yeah. Man, I just need mic'd up. I need all the mic'd up hockey, just them fucking just chirping at each other.
For once, I'm actually excited for the season.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to like 3 sports seasons
Chiefs,
in a row.
Islanders, Tottenham.
I am, yes.
Oh my
I'm looking
fucking
forward
god, copium, huffing that copium.
No.
You guys finished fucking 17th in the league. You should have got relegated. You're getting relegated next year.
You're not even close to getting relegated.
You're getting relegated.
No.
I hope you understand.
No, we're not.
All right, Owen, let's do our top 5. Top 5 this week is rec sports.
Rec sports.
Me and Owen right now, for those who don't know, kickball league. We're in a little kickball league. So,
Our team's ass.
what? What? Your ass, buddy. Hey, you know what? I fucking boomed a double the other night.
Yeah.
And then when the bases were loaded, I fucking slow grounded out to the pitcher with 2 outs. I want to fucking kill myself.
When?
In the game last week. 2 weeks ago.
Oh. Was I not there?
You were there. Makes me feel better that you don't remember because I can't stop thinking about it. And then the next inning, defensive out, they kicked it right at me and it went like through my fucking hands. And I dropped it. And I was like, I want to fucking scream.
Kickball's hard.
It is. Also, we were supposed to play the other worst team in the league this week, and then it got rained out, and now we have to play the best team in the league.
We missed the game against the worst team. No.
It gets added to the end of the season.
Well, listen, our team wasn't going to win any awards.
It could. Most improved. Oh, and you're a hater right now.
Yeah, maybe.
You're lucky nobody listens to this podcast.
I'm not hating on individual members. I don't think any of our individual members are bad. We just don't have any fucking like softball players on the team.
Doesn't matter for kickball. You know what we really don't have is the game sense yet. There is a different flow of where to throw the ball,
Yes.
when to take the extra base,
Yeah.
when to not advance. There's a different game flow of it all.
Yep.
When to throw the ball.
Where to throw the ball. The fact that there's no infield fly rule is crazy, though.
There is an infield fly rule.
Oh, there is.
I told you, there's a no cheese rule.
Okay, no cheese. That's
If
good.
you purposefully drop it, they will call you out. They'll call it out still.
Cool.
You said that last week, and we said the same thing, and you.
I was like,
didn't
is
listen.
there?
And we
Okay,
were like,
cool.
yes.
All right, I'm ready to give you my top 5.
All right. Give me your top 5.
Number 5, soccer. It's fun, but you
Lot of
realize
running.
that soccer is a
running for
lot
being that
more
old.
running than you remember.
Mhm.
Once again, I was a goalie. I never had to do the running. But, yeah, number 5, soccer, if you can get people who are athletic enough. Number 4, volleyball. For the most part, everybody can play. Unfortunately, in Kansas City leagues, everybody wants to do it. And so you end up playing people who don't want to be in the shitty division that you're in, and you get smacked. But it's still fun.
That's my biggest fucking complaint about rec sports. Everybody needs to have an honest conversation about how good you are. You need to think about it. And you say, well, I just don't want to try that hard. If you're going to fucking dick around and fucking beat some ass, I'm going to be fucking upset.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You shouldn't be smurfing on people. But once again, that's what I was trying to say, is that a lot of times the people that are good want to be in those bigger leagues, and they fill up. And then they're like, okay, well, we can still only play on Wednesdays. And so they just have to sign up for the worst league.
If we're in the fucking worst softball league and you're showing up in jerseys, go fuck yourself, dude.
Fair enough. Number 3, kickball. I like kickball. It's a fun rec sport. I mean, once again, it's hard.
Yeah.
When you're teaching people the sport. But
Well, what's nice is that people, like...
for the most part,
always say,
everyone's just
like-
having a good time.
Like, when you play softball or volleyball or, soccer, there are people that did not make it in high school or didn't make it in college that are living out their dreams and that are trying so hard and doing all this stuff. Nobody is about that life in kickball because nobody went on a college scholarship to JUCO to play kickball.
Right.
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 And their dreams didn't, and they never got called up to the big leagues.
Right.
That's nice.
The thing about kickball is also, it's also hard to get a hit. because there's like 5 outfielders. So it's kind of just difficult in general to get a hit.
Yeah, not if you're me, not if I fucking boom it.
that was a good boom.
What was the funniest part is right before I did that, I told the catcher, I was like, I'm so tired. I was like, I'm so like worn out. Like, because I just like run and made a play or something. And I was like, I'm just like still trying to catch my breath. And I had to fucking immediately go kick. And then I did that and ran all the way to second. And like, she saw me like the next inning and was like, I thought you were tired. That's like, you fucking kicked it.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You don't have that kind of conversation when you're playing softball. Everyone's tryharding.
Some people do, but it's just, man.
Yeah. However, that being said, number 2, softball. I enjoy the slow pitch softball because, you know, you can play baseball again, but it's easier to hit the ball because you don't have someone grilling one at you.
Fair.
And number 1, the number 1 rec sport is obviously inner tube water polo. No particular reason.
Forgot about that one.
No
I would call that one an intramural sport, not a rec sport.
It's rec mostly.
You're
It's
missing
not-
you're missing a clear one that clears all.
It's not rec for the people that our team plays.
Maybe the ultimate rec sport. You're missing it.
I am?
Yeah. Wait till we get there.
All right. Well, yeah. So let's see here. What did I say? Number 5, soccer. Number 4, volleyball. Number 3, kickball. Number 2, softball. And number 1, inner tube water polo.
Gotcha. My first honorable mention. My only honorable mention. Golf. Don't think it really counts as a rec sport, but
You
shout
could
out
join.
golf.
I'm sure you could join. Oh,
You could join a golf league.
I know the sport that I've left off now.
Foolish. But yeah, golf number 5. Honorable mention. Number 5. I'm gonna put flag football here. I guess
Yeah.
it's kind of fun. I played flag football growing up. It's more fun, but again, another one of those weird ones where the rules kind of aren't. You don't really play flag football like you play football.
You play like half tackle because you're like holding on to someone because it's stupid if they can. Oh, you didn't grab my flag. I'm running for an extra 25 yards now.
Right, or it's like there's a lot more laterals and things like that, and like so I don't know, man. And like I know in college we had like 2 pass,
Yeah.
and it was like fuck you, dude, like,
Yeah.
no shot.
And people like tie their flags and
Yeah, fucking fuck those cheaters that tie flags. That's for somebody in particular.
Don't know if we know anybody like that.
Number 4.
Maybe some new fathers that tie their flags.
Yeah. Number 4, softball. That's where I put softball.
Yeah.
I just fucking hated softball because
Because of the tryhards.
Yes, because there's only tryhards. And also, you know, the little sneaky thing about softball is it is easy to get fucked up playing softball also because people hit the ball hard.
Yeah.
And, you know, the worse people are, the less they can control where it goes. And a lot more that it just comes fucking screaming back up the middle.
Don't know anything about that.
Yeah, right. Took a fucking big shot to my leg in college, and it was fine, but man.
To be fair, you also caught a lot of liners directly at your face.
I do catch. You know what? I'm pretty good at. I've still got some fast twitch muscles in there somewhere. So yeah, number 4 softball. Number 3, this is where I put kickball. Kickball has been fun, but
see, I wish that in our rec softball leagues we could have the intramural softball team that we had. That was a good team. Our team was actually good at the
honestly,
game.
I wish we could have like almost like just like a corporate league where it's like just enough people from a wide enough range where it's like, yeah, you might have 2 or 3 really good players, but I need a couple ass players out there for everybody. Like
Right.
that would seem fair.
Sure.
Again, if you can fucking stack your teams, that's fucking annoying.
Right.
So yeah. So number 3, kickball. It's been fun. Number 2, this is where I put volleyball. Because I played on a pretty good volleyball team when I was at GBA.
Yeah.
And I'm a contributing member. I'm a good contributing member of a sand volleyball team.
Yeah.
We played sand volleyball this last year. And I'm not sure I would say that about everybody who played.
Oh, on our team?
Yes.
No, yeah. Most of our team was dog shit.
Yeah. Not even like dog shit, but if the thing about playing like 6-person volleyball is like if there's like one or two people that just fucking can't play, then you're screwed. Like because you'll hit it. You need to be able to like put a set on it and like be able to trust every single person on the court.
Right.
And if there's somebody you just can't trust where you're like, oh, this has to go to you because this is where it makes sense. You're in the perfect spot.
Right.
You set it to the and it's like, here it comes. And they just fucking don't know
Yeah.
what to do. And it was just like, oh
Our-
my god.
Our league also had a bunch of people that not sure they should have been in the division that we were in, but once again,
yes, a little bit, but also
we had
that's about what that level is.
Yeah.
I'd say.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
I know what you're saying.
number 2, volleyball, and number 1, bowling, baby.
Yeah, I forgot.
Best rec sport in the goddamn world.
It,
Easiest to drink beers. I would say some of the best bang for your buck. I don't know. It's a little expensive.
sure, but you pay for the good lanes.
Yes. Yeah.
You get what you pay for.
And
In our
everybody's-
league, once again, everyone's really nice and friendly in the league. And then, once again, even if you're bad, you're still only going against yourself.
I had one guy who yelled one time, like in a hype way, when we were doing like placement matches.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, big old bitch,
Oh, that guy?
big guy that wore the Daddy's Home shirt.
I think I know the guy you're talking about. Yeah, the guy who tilts.
Yes, and just fucking zooms the ball
Yeah, I know who
and
you're talking
like
about.
just throws it kind of straight.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but I remember like they like yelled one time because they beat us by like 5, which is like fair. It's fun to get excited.
Yeah.
But, like, there's been plenty of times I've gone out there and thrown a ball that wins us the game, and I'm just like, sweet. Cool.
Right.
Because that's also the thing about bowling is it's like, we bowl in a league that's 34 weeks.
Yeah, 35.
And every game is a point, and the series is a point. So, there's like 120 or 130 points to have in a year. And it's like, you just don't need to fucking freak out about any of them.
Right.
It's fine.
It always feels good to. It always feels good to win, though. Listen, I'll never
there's
shame
35
anybody
zones,
for
it's
celebrating a
140.
win, but there's like levels to what's appropriate in
Yeah.
a caliber of league that we're in.
At some point, you need to realize you're yelling on a bowling lane.
Once again, it's also
I say that
our
also
league
to my
isn't like
Podcast host. Here.
our league has good bowlers, but
Yes.
our league is a pretty low level league.
Low-ish. It's not.
It's not bottom of the barrel, but
No.
it's like medium-ish. There's
Yeah.
definitely more competitive big boy leagues.
There's only like 3 people averaging under 100.
Yeah.
And there's other adult leagues that have multiple people averaging under 100.
Right.
So,
It's somewhat competitive.
yeah. But there's also not. In a lot of leagues, 1 or 2 people on every single team will be averaging over 200. And I would say most teams have somebody averaging over 200.
And also
but
no
not
one's sandbagging on a win. Everyone's
Yeah, right.
always trying to get the maximum number of pins.
Yeah, that's true. There's not a fun, but that's also like that's like an etiquette thing. Like, don't just fucking throw because you won it. Like, just,
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying is that
Yeah.
if you were in a higher level league, they would do that
right.
because it's competitive.
Maybe, but you wouldn't because that's still like heavily against the rules typically. Because you could also sandbag and then go bowl a tournament and win a lot of money, and people would go, "No, that's against."
Oh
the
yeah, because it's all USBC.
yeah, you need like a book average.
But
So,
yeah, I mean our league. Yeah, but you're right. I forgot bowling.
yeah. So let me advocate for bowling. Join a bowling league. Join a long bowl. You join our bowling league.
Yeah.
Hit me up. You guys want to make a team? Make a team. It's fun.
Seriously.
It is fun to bowl, and it's fucking. It's 3 hours on a Wednesday.
Everybody's nice.
Everybody's very nice. So
And they're
All right.
really honestly they're happy to see people our age out there.
that is true. Yeah, there's not many young people bowling. But there's another.
There's a couple of young people.
young-
There's not a young team.
There was another young team this year.
The guys in the blue shirts?
No, the other guys. The guy that had a guy that worked at Quick Trip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then I ran into him at our Quick Trip, and I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, I move around." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, that's what quick trip people do.
Yep. All right. That's it. Pop culture mini. Got anything you want to talk about?
Ooh, I heard a term the other day that made me laugh really hard.
Okay.
So you know how like small group video games are like very popular right now?
Sure.
Like, Lethal Company, Repo, and this newest one is Peak, the climbing one, where you're like doing
I've seen people playing it.
Yeah. I heard a term called friend slop. And it's supposed to describe games that are like made for streamers to make like goofy content with their friends.
Yes.
That's got to be the saddest term I've ever heard.
Friend slop.
Oh, games that are fun to play with your friends?
Friend slop. You
You-
fucking
You
bitches.
mean games?
Yeah,
You mean
right.
video games?
Yeah.
And someone was like, I also saw a TikTok today. It was like, this guy was saying like, hey, I feel like video games just aren't as fun right now as they've been. Like, I don't know if there's any great games out right now. He's like, well, I normally play COD. And everyone's like, oh.
Oh, well, you're fucking.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, so you are an idiot.
That's shooter slop, honestly.
Friend slap just made me laugh. Oh, so you just don't have friends?
Yep.
Cool.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yep. All right. That's it.
Play Peak, though. It's fun. I've been having fun with it.
I saw another meme about games where it's like, no, I'm not buying this. No, I'm not. No. If it's not free, I'm not playing it. And that's basically where I'm at in my life.
That's fine.
I'm not buying games anymore.
It's only $8.
Nope.
Less than your lunch, man.
Actually, okay, $8.
Yeah, I know. It's a great price
But
for
like,
game.
I feel bad. Like my buddy was trying to get me to play. Was it Rematch? Or
Oh, the soccer one. That's $30. I'm not doing that.
yes. No. People, are you gonna get NCAA? No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
I simply just do not have time to do this. I also have so many free games that I enjoy playing, and also games that I've bought. It's like I could get all the way back into Rainbow Six Siege if I wanted.
Yeah, you've got Rainbow Six, you've got Counter-Strike. You can always
Phasmo. I play Valorant. I play Rocket League.
Yeah, you've got plenty of games that are grindy enough to satisfy your ranked grind need if you want to.
I will buy Civ, but it's because I play Civ even when I'm on like work trips.
So. Yeah, you play Civ all the time. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You're a Civ player.
Yes, that is my
Yeah.
So yeah,
but you don't. Yeah, I completely agree. That's why I bought Lethal Company and Repo and Peak, because total those games are totaling me $30.
Yeah, but you're a big friend slap guy.
I do have a bunch of friends who like but to advocate for Peak, you remember the One Crab's Treasure, like the Dark Souls crab game?
No.
The you haven't seen the Dark Souls crab game?
Nope.
Well, it's the same developer.
Okay, sure.
So it's a good developer. It's a fun game.
Oh, nice. All right, fair enough.
I also
That's
played Chained Together. That one was fun.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were.
That was like $3. That was
some of them are what I would just call streamer slop in general.
I want to clarify. I don't think any of them are slop. Yes, it's a more basic game that is designed to be played with your friends. Sure. I enjoyed Chained Together. Rory and Ian and I are going to play through Chained Together and try eventually to do some of the harder modes.
All right.
There's like the no save mode. There's like the no checkpoint mode. And there's the floor is lava mode where you just have to beat the whole game in one go.
Fair enough.
Which you can do. It'll be hard, but yeah.
All right.
Cool.
That's it.
Get friends. That's the final message. Have friends.
Yes.
It's really not that hard.
The final message is go follow us. Twitter.com/Steam Machine. Twitter.com/Owen Gosh Damn It. Subscribe to the Patreon. Patreon.com/Open Disaster.
Shout out to Joe. Not Joe. Shout out to Aaron, Dylan, Skylar, Ozzy, and Mailbox Kansas City. Open in the Iron District.
Making sure you're liking.
We need to go on a double date there because Shelbers wants to go.
What are you commenting?
On this episode?
Yes. Wasn't there something?
Comment your favorite. No. Comment what you're looking forward to this season for the Chiefs. Comment the player that you think is gonna break out.
Comment your balls.
Comment my balls. 111 if you saw this.
Show me your balls.
Don't do that.
Should text them personally to Owen.
Bye.
100%.